Uh-oh.
Hey, I'm Ossie from Three Monkeys Solderless. Welcome. We're doing a little, maybe we'll call it like an Ampside chat and status update and a holiday message and all kinds of good stuff. So, been doing a lot of work on all kinds of different gear and gadgets and things like that. It's been a little bit of missed a week of an update. I apologize for that. But I've got some new systems set up, so I'm hoping that this coming year I'll have some more features and some more like kind of things to help everybody get to this tone that we're chasing, right? So where did we leave off last time? This is going to be kind of like an informal sort of just discussion, so no need to really have this really too planned out. But where we left off last time, I think, was we were going to build this guitar out of a Franky body from K&E Guitars, and we were going to make it like a Blackguard Telly, except for like a Eddie Franky Blackguard Telly, right? So where we last saw the guitar body, it was just basically, I can't even remember. Did I fill it? I think the grain was filled. But this is where we're at right now. So let me just grab it over here. Oh, okay. Should bang it into something, right? But this is sort of where we're at right now with putting on that lacquer, right, that we had talked about before, which was what I like to call the pre-aged lacquer, right? So it's some nitrocellulose that I kept on the deck of my house for literally like 11 years. And it's turned to the color of motor oil. But when you spray it on, and we have... Here's the coats, the story bar, the little story pole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9 coats over the body right now. Lots of good grain showing through there, right? It's looking kind of cool. It's going to have the Blackguard on there. The bird's eye maple neck with a really flat radius and a large headstock. And, of course, this here Goto pre-aged tremolo, right? The old school Fender tremolo, and we're going to put in a humbucker with a original PAF magnet in it, right? Out of a P90. Okay, so I think what's next to do on this is I want this to be relic, right? I don't want it to look perfect, and it kind of the finish is pretty good. So that's the first step really in relicing something nice, is make it really right. And then beat the hell out of it, right? You can't start with crap and just say, oh, it's a relic, it'll look good. No, it's got to look at one point like a brand new guitar, and then you got to destroy it. So that's even harder to do, right? Because you spent all this time level sanding and polishing and all this, and then all of a sudden you start digging at it with screwdrivers, whacking it with stuff, and you can kind of, if you don't have a strong stomach, it could get a little disturbing. But I like that kind of stuff. So what's left to do on this is, what I like to do is level sand it one last time, and then I'm going to shoot another 3 coats or so of an even thinner version of the pre-aged lacquer, and then we're going to let it just dry, right? We're not going to do any sanding or buffing or anything. We're going to use some really good thinner. We're going to use a really good HVLP gun, and we're going to get a nice finish just with the spray gun without any overspray or a lot of dry spots or anything that needs to be rubbed out. So it'll look, this is pretty much, glossy as all get out. And then we'll put the whole guitar together, right? So the neck is coming. It's on its way. It took a little longer to get from Warmouth than usual, but that's fine. All right, so let's talk about some other stuff that we got going on. So I have a new laptop, and some new software and some new techniques that are going to allow me to, I hope, get a better sound for the guitar. So this is allowing me to record what is in GarageBand right there and record within the box, so to speak, into this video as well, without having to route it out of GarageBand into a mixer and then blend it all together and then go into a camera and all this kind of stuff where there was, analog to digital to analog to digital to analog to digital to YouTube, and it just never sounded the way it sounds here on those videos, and I always felt bad about that, but I couldn't figure out a way around it. So I'm getting a little closer. So this is sort of what we've got going on now. I have actually it up and running, so I have GarageBand plugged in, so I can kind of, you know, play with just what I call the in the box tone, which is a little Moto Teddy preamp down here on the ground going direct into the interface. So I'm going to put on my headphones so I can hear what I'm doing. Get this out of the way. All right, and where I'm heading now, and this is sort of like the tease out for what we're going to be doing here up in the submarine studio at night for the foreseeable future, other than building the guitars and some equipment that we might need as we get closer to, you know, having ideas and needing to change things. But I wanted to share with you some something that I think is important about the sound of Ed's amp. There's a kind of distortion that I thought was coming post-mic. And I think there's some evidence now that this really heavy overloaded distortion, splatty kind of distortion, was a product of a signal chain in front of his amplifier. Now, this will probably, you know, get this whole thing like, you know, copyright struck and banned, but who gives two nickels, because we're here to do stuff. We're not here to, like, you know, make videos and become YouTube people. All right, so I'm gonna do this I'm the One isolated track just to listen to this for a quick second, right? And I'm gonna open this up. Okay, and I'm gonna play this little track, and what I want you to listen to is the attack of the guitar on the chords where he's playing. This is just the beginning, right? So let me play it for you. Right? And I'm going to key out to where it's supposed to be. We're going to go back to the beginning. It's on the on that note. Listen to the way that the note goes, like it's completely overloaded. Completely overloaded. So listen to it again. Right? Now, I thought that was a product maybe of the mic overloading the board during the recording session, but let me put this up. So this is something else, and this is fair use, I think. It is something from Sunset Sound's video, but I think this is for educational purposes. I'm not trying to, like, pass this off as mine, right? So this is for educational purposes. So here are the overheads from Eruption. Just one part I want you to hear. There we go. Okay. Here we are. Now you can hear that definitely getting some kind of delay here. So I'm not actually freaking out, but I'm getting a delay. Let me take these off. So that sound, that is what I want to work on. And I think that's a product of the signal chain and the amplifier. And this is sort of like as close as I've gotten right now to it. That is weird with a delay like that. I can't really hear what I'm playing, so excuse that. Yeah. Right? Like that thing. Yeah, so I think that there's somewhere to get there. I think it might be a product of maybe some starved plate voltage, some hard clipping. right? And there's a lot of ways that you can get to this sort of hard clipping. Some of it might be from, let's say, let me just close these windows here. Some of it might be from diodes, right? Diodes can provide very hard clipping, but you can run a tube in such a fashion as to mimic a diode, right? You can limit the headroom right out of it for a few different ways, with the cathode resistor, your plate resistance, the current that's flowing through the tube, and basically turn it into something that has almost no headroom and starts to sound like that splatty, ratty kind of like sound. And I think that's where we're going to be working towards in the next couple of days. So anyway, this is just a really quick informal video. I hope it was a little bit of fun, and it was good to just test out this gear. I'm sure there's probably some more settings that I got to get taken care of. But again, thanks for watching, and we'll be back real soon because we're just leaving this set up now. All right, so I'll see you then.